And good evening. Welcome out here to Albany as we get set here for high school football action tonight in the Grand River Conference West. It's a matchup tonight between the Princeton Tigers and the Albany Warriors. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winners Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany and the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, along with Johnson Controls. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. Sublime Formal Wear, also on the west side of the square in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope, LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany and Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Princeton School Districts, and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Taking a look at both of these teams coming into tonight. Princeton comes in with a record of 0-6 on the season, but they played some pretty good competition, especially through the first 5 weeks, losing to Mount City 46-14, and then also losing to Rockport 76-6, and two top teams in the Highway 275 conference. And then in conference play, they've lost to Worth County 78-6, Pattonsburg 80-40, and then also lost to King City 64-22, and then last week had the homecoming loss to Stanberry by a score of 63-48. Albany comes in with a record of 2-4 on the season. They had a win week 1 over DeKalb 74-32, and then they kind of hit the tough part of their schedule where they lost at Nottoway Valley 84-6, lost to King City 52-0, then lost to St. Joseph Christian here at home in overtime 48-42, lost to Worth County 54-7, and then last week got back in the win column with a 56-22 win over North Andrew. And Brett, as we take a look at these two teams, you could throw records out the window because Princeton being 0-6, they have played probably one of the toughest schedules so far in 8-man football to start out the season.
Had a tough part of their schedule. They got all those tough ones out of the way early there, and haven't been able to come away with a win yet. That homecoming loss to Stanberry was pretty tough, who was also coming in to the game winless. But I think Albany as well has had a pretty tough schedule. I mean, you had the loss to St. Joe Christian that could have went either way. You win that one, the ball bounces your way a little bit more. You're 3-3, and your 3 losses are to Worth County, King City, and Nottoway Valley. So, yeah, no, both teams' records don't really reflect exactly how good they probably could be. I think both coaches could argue, our record is a little bit worse than what we feel we are. Albany, of course, coming off a pretty good win against North Andrew where they really got things going offensively. Jace Palmer with almost 200 yards rushing came away with the player of the game. So if they can have a repeat performance like that, get him involved in the running game, of course, Elliott Mercer, and then Carter Danner in the mix as well. And the big thing is they can't be one-dimensional. We saw last week how they were able, it was run heavy, of course, but they were able to do a lot of different things that were extensions of the run game. They had some quick passes. They had some quarterback designed runs. They had some play action. They can't really pass the ball outside very much. It hasn't been a strength for them this season. But if they can find other ways to move the ball, there's still guys on this team, and they could still be effective offensively. And hopefully, if you're a Warrior fan, you're hoping for some more of what you saw last week.
And, for the Warriors, you talked about the big day from Jace Palmer, just underneath 200 yards rushing. And then you look at Elliott Mercer. He had about 130 yards rushing on the night, but had 5 touchdowns. Warriors had 8 rushing touchdowns on the night at North Andrew last week. The big thing is for Princeton coming in tonight, they gave up a lot of rushing yards to a Stanberry Bulldog team last week for homecoming. Gave up right around 500 yards of yards on the ground last week to Stanberry. I have a feeling the Warriors are going to try and see if there's still those holes in this Princeton defensive line.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's no disrespect to Stanbury, but I mean, Albany's got Elliott Mercer, who of course is one of the best running backs in the state. He's established himself as one of those. He's definitely the guy that everyone focuses on defense. So, it doesn't really bode well for Princeton in this one. Of course, each game's different. Each game has their own feel. Albany has been prone to some turnovers and some penalties, so they're going to have ball security. But, yeah, that stat right there definitely bodes well for Albany.
I said, and you talk about the turnover differential for the Warriors this season. In games when they've won the turnover battle, they are 2-0. When they've lost the turnover battle, they're 0-4. Can the Warriors stay ahead of or win that turnover battle tonight? If they do, does it mean a win for them again tonight? You would think so just by looking at the stats.
Yeah, and they, of course, got an interception last week. That's always huge. It's just getting extra possessions. You can't give your opponent extra possessions, and whenever you can get extra possessions, that obviously gives you a big advantage. So, like we've been saying a couple different times, you don't want to lose the game. What I mean by that is you don't want to make silly mistakes that kind of leads to the other team winning the game. They didn't really beat you. You kind of beat yourself. You want to go out there and take care of business, and if you do the best you can and you still come away with a loss, that's a lot better than, you have a what could have been situation where you turn the ball over 3 times and you lost by 8 points. That stings a lot more. So taking care of the ball is very important.
We will be back with the announcement of the homecoming royalty, all a part of our homecoming night here in Albany on 2025. We're back with more of your BTC Bank pregame when we come back in a moment. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for the announcement of the homecoming royalty here tonight. All a part of our homecoming festivities tonight here on Albany TV. We'll turn it over to public address announcer and Derek Brown here with the homecoming festivities.
Welcome Warrior fans to Homecoming 2025. The Student Council Homecoming Committee selected the theme, Homecoming Time Capsule, a century of tradition. We are celebrating 100 years of Albany High School this year. Each grade level class researched and chose a float from the previous year's AHS Homecoming. They recreated floats for the parade celebrating a century of Albany High School. Each day during the week, students had the opportunity to show their Warrior pride with a specific theme. The dress-up days on Tuesday were a century of sweet dreams at AHS, where the students wore pajamas. Blast from the past was on Wednesday, where dress is your chosen year or time period. Thursday was mark your moment with your class color. And Friday, the tradition grows in green, where you green and support the Warriors. The coronation took place on Wednesday evening at the variety show at the high school. The king, queen, and court rode in the parade this afternoon. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 2025 Homecoming Queen and her court. The 2025 freshman attendants are Landon Hawkins and Michaela Sider. Landon is the son of Blake and Brittany Siddons. He is a member of the Albany Warrior football, basketball, and baseball teams. Landon is undecided on his plans after high school. Michaela is the daughter of Elsie and Tanya Williams. She is a member of FFA, Lady Warrior cheer, and track teams. After graduation, Michaela plans to become a NICU nurse. She is being escorted by her parents. The sophomore attendants are Grayson Miller and Molly Hansel. Grayson is the son of Josh and Cassandra Miller. He is a member of the Albany Warrior football and wrestling teams. He is also an FFA officer. After graduation, Grayson plans to become a farmer or a diesel mechanic. Molly is the daughter of Chris and Stacy Hansel. She is a member of the Lady Warriors softball, cheer, and basketball teams. After graduation, Molly plans to attend college and then medical school. She is being escorted by her parents. The junior attendants are Keller Peterson and McKenna Moffett. Keller is the son of Shane and Lisa Peterson. He is a member of the football, basketball, and track teams. Keller plans to attend college and become an athletic trainer. McKenna is the daughter of Joey and Rochelle Moffett. She is a member of the Lady Warriors softball and track teams. After graduation, McKenna plans to pursue a career in psychology. She is being escorted by her parents. Our first senior King and Queen attendants are Seth Miller and Lauren Ho. Seth is the son of Bobby and Ashley Miller. He is student council president, a member of the football, basketball, baseball, and track teams. He is also a member of National Honor Society. Seth plans to attend the University of Missouri to be a sports occupational surgeon. Seth. Sorry. Lauren is the daughter of Jake and Angie Lowe. She is a member of the Student Council and Lady Warrior Cheer. After graduation, Lauren plans to attend college and study occupational therapy. She is being escorted by her parents. Our second senior King and Queen attendants are Paul Papa and River Stamper. Paul is the son of the late Randy Papa and Christy Papa. He is a member of the AHS track team at National Honor Society. Paul plans to attend BYU in Provo, Utah, and study exercise science. River is the daughter of Stephen and Kim Stamper. She is the AHS Senior Class President and a member of the Lady Warrior Cheer. After graduation, River plans to attend school for cosmetology. She's being escorted by her parents. The 2025 homecoming king and queen are Jace Palmer and Kylie Preston. Jace is the son of Jesse and Tina Palmer, who is a member of the football, basketball, track, and golf teams. Jace plans to attend college to become an architect after graduation. Kylie is the daughter of Steve and Wendy Preston. She is National Honor Society President, Student Council Vice President, Student Board Representative, and a member of the Lady Warrior Cheer Team. After graduation, Kylie plans to attend Bay State University to become an interior designer. She is being escorted by her parents. The crown bearers are Tesla Anthony and Nick Meyer. Tesla is the daughter of Christian and Korea Anthony. She is a member of Mrs. Crawford's kindergarten class. She would like to be a teacher when she grows up. Mitt is the son of Stephen and Marissa Meyer, who is a member of Mrs. Crawford's kindergarten class. Mitt would like to be a police officer or a rapper when he grows up. Congratulations to the 2025 Homecoming King, Queen, and Royalty. Thank you to the students. Thank you to the students, staff, and community for making this a successful homecoming. The results from the homecoming competitions will be announced during halftime. And don't forget to add an item to the end.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop where small town charm blooms every day. And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. And Coach, you're coming off a 56-22 win over North Andrew last week. You got your senior quarterback into the running game, just a few yards shy of 200. You had almost 375 yards of rushing on the night. Tell me about how getting the offense working on the run game really kind of helped lead to that win.
Great effort by the kids. Thought we did an outstanding job at the line of scrimmage. We averaged a little over 9 yards a carry, and a chunk of that was because how we played at the line of scrimmage. Then I thought our backs ran extremely hard and fought for extra yards and always fell forward. Ball security was good, and so we were able to, that's what we want to do best, and it's what we did best Friday night. And then we were able to work play action off of it. Try to take some shots downfield as well, and we're probably a little less efficient in that area right now, but wanted to stress the top of the defense a little bit. But really, a great job up front, and backs ran well with it. Kids understood what we were trying to do and executed at a high level.
And then moving on to your defense, only giving up 22 points last week, really kind of held Braxton Linville as much as you could. Tell me about how the defense kind of came together last week to kind of put down North Andrew's offense.
Yeah, and it's a different name, but they use him like Linville.
Oh, yeah.
The McAfee
Levi
kid,
McAfee, yes.
You betcha. But they use him just like they did, the previous quarterback, and he does a great job. We were able to limit what they wanted to do best, and that was, McAfee and Hill through the B gaps. I think we were able to hold their per yard rush attempt to probably as low as they've been all year. They got us a few times in the play action, but when you take away what they want to do best, it really gets them behind the chains, and I thought we did a good job executing the defensive game plan.
And then kind of switching it over to special teams a little bit, you were able to score 6 extra points last week with Ricardo, tried a 55-yard field goal at the end. Kind of talk about what kind of decision that was just to try and give him an opportunity to try that kick.
Well, he's done a great job. Protection's been good. The operation time's been good with Will Fish there at long snapper and Jace holding it. And like I said, protection's been good. It's guys, we've been below 50% on 2-point plays, and so you're losing points on that if you can be 100% on extra points. And so we've executed in that phase and feel good about what Ricardo can do in the kicking game and wanted to give him an opportunity. I talked to Coach Williams at that point, make sure that there were no hard feelings. We weren't trying to rub anyone's nose in it, but it's a unique play in 8-man football, and certainly a unique opportunity. And they were going to do their best to try to block it, executed it. I thought it was good off the foot and just come up a little bit short. But, he certainly brings another phase to the game that we can use as a weapon in our favor.
And then this week, every coach's 2 most hated words, homecoming week. Talk about just kind of how you manage just all the other stuff that goes on during homecoming week.
It's a busy week, and we probably get mislabeled as being fun haters and whatnot. But, there's a lot that goes into it. It's great for our kids and the school and the community. It brings out all the great things that go along with high school football and all the backing that comes with that. And, celebration of our kids and our school and our tradition. But at the same time, you got to keep the main thing. And so there's a lot of activities to be involved in. But if you let that take precedence over what we're trying to prepare to do Friday night, then it can leave a sour taste in your mouth by the end of Friday night. So our kids done a good job handling their business and had great practices all week, and we expect it to pay off for us there on Friday night.
And then this week you take on a Princeton team. They come in still looking for win number 1, but had a heck of a game offensively last week, putting up almost 500 yards. How do you try and stop what could be a very potent Princeton offense?
Well, it is a very potent offense, and they do a great job with their athletes, getting them in space. 8-man, probably more so than anything else, creates a lot of one-on-one matchups, and so you've got to be able to win those matchups, and they present a problem in that area. So, you've got to keep the lid on it as best you can and get it tackled and make them snap it again. create some negative plays and turnovers. That's probably one thing that we've been severely deficient at all year, is winning the turnover battle. We won it last week, won special teams last week, and we've got to do those two things again Friday night.
And then kind of like last week with Levi McAfee, Mitchell Walker is going to be the man for Princeton. They want to get him the ball as much as possible. Almost 1,150 yards on 145 touches this season. Talk about how trying to slow down a kid that, like McAfee last week, can throw and run.
Yeah, he's explosive. Great quickness. He gets the top speed in the hiccup. Doesn't have to slow down to change direction, and he's very sudden in the hole. And great contact balance on top of it. And then when you add the fact that he can throw the ball, he's a dynamic weapon for him. And so, like we just talked about, you've got to make sure that we get hats to the ball, keep it corralled, run with leverage, and get it on the ground, create turnovers.
All right, Coach, thank you for joining us again, and we'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame and your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup when we come back in a moment. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They are located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students. And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set to send it over to public address announcer Derek Brown with tonight's national anthem played by the Albany Warrior Pride Marching Band.
NFC West matchup between the visiting Princeton Tigers and the Albany Warriors. At this time, please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem by the Warrior Pride Marching Band.
And now it's time for tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. Again, here's public address announcer Derek Brown with tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup.
Starters for tonight's contest. First, for defense for the visiting Tigers. On the line, number 54, Chase Grant. On the line, number 72, Trayvon Shields. On the line, number 88, Sam Evans. At linebacker, number 1, Mitchell Walker. At linebacker, number 3, Bo Ussery. At linebacker, number 20, Gavin Caden. At defensive back, number 5, Colton Shirky. And at defensive back, number 8, Michael Parsons. And now the starters for your Albany Warriors on the line, number 44, Jay Anthony. On the line, number 52, Connor Peterson. On the line, number 56, Shane Miller. At tight end, number 22, Will Fish. At wide receiver, number 2, Jared Owens. At running back, number 10, Elliot Mercer. At running back, number 18, Carter Danner. And at quarterback, number 7, Chase Palmer.
And now for the rest of your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups on the defense tonight for the Warriors. And the defensive backfield, it'll be Jared Owens and Clayton Griffin. At linebacker will be Jace Palmer, Carter Danner, and Jay Anthony. And on the line it'll be Elliott Mercer, Cutter Peterson, and Porter Runnels. Let's take a look now at the starting offense tonight for the Princeton Tigers. On the offensive line, it'll be Hudson Wilson, Chance Glenn, and Caden Oakes. At wideout, it'll be Cash Holt, Colton Shirkey, Bo Usry, and Judd Hankey. Mitchell Walker will be the quarterback tonight for the Princeton Tigers. As we get set here for kickoff, week number 7, homecoming night for the Warriors. It's a matchup in the Grand River Conference West between the 0-6 Princeton Tigers and the 2-4 Albany Warriors. Coming up for you next, all a part of our pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. We'll be back with your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro. Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Paul you can trust right here at home. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for our Smith Prudential Financial kickoff tonight. Princeton wins the toss. They will elect to receive. For Albany, they will kick off from right to left here on your screen tonight. Kicking off will be Ricardo Koff back to receive the kick here for the Princeton Tigers. Looks to be Colton Powell, the junior. Remember, tonight's kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. This one kicked deep, not quite deep enough into the end zone as it's picked up at the 3-yard line. And taken off with it here is Bo Usry. Caught it on his own 3, taken down at his own 33. There on the stop for the Warriors, included Gavin Pickering.
A little surprising there that Ricardo wasn't able to get a touchback there. It was, I think, every kick last week, but maybe one that wasn't a touchback. And then, of course, at the end of the game, we saw him almost hit a 55-yard field goal. So, kids got a leg, but they just could not quite get deep enough for a touchdown and a good return by Princeton.
So 1st and 10 here for Princeton. Again in the backfield taking the snap will be Mitchell Walker. He'll hand this one off to Usry, and he's going to be stopped immediately. A loss of a yard. They're in on the stop that time for the Warriors is Cutter Peterson.
And we didn't talk about it in the pregame, but of course this is a big game. It is homecoming, celebrating 100 years of Albany High School. But not only that, it's a big district game as well. If Albany can come away with a win tonight and then beat Stanberry as well, more than likely they're going to host a playoff game.
Yes. And looking at you would think by the records they might not, but by that time they would be 4-4 before they take on Pattonsburg as Another handoff, this time to Usry, goes up the middle. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up now a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you figure the top 3 seeds will be Worth County, Pattonsburg, and then King City in some order. Top 2 get a bye, so 3 and 4 will host. And so big game tonight. It's homecoming and also a big district game as well. So Albany defense trying to make their mark here early in the game.
Just over a minute gone so far here in the ball game. And Walker will take the snap with 2 running backs to his left, looking to pass. Has some time, looking deep, looking for Hankey. Hankey brings it in, and he's going to rush this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On a 3rd and 10, it's Mitchell Walker hooking up with Judd Hankey for the first score of the night.
Well, it's kind of been a story of the Warriors' season so far. They're a really good run defense team. They just really struggle in the pass game, got it to 3rd and 10, and easy pitch and catch there for Princeton to get on the board here quick.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 10:37 still left to play here in the first quarter, so not quite a full minute and a half gone here. As Walker will take the snap alone in the end zone. He's going to look to try and keep this one himself. Gets in, 2-point conversion is good. It's an 8-0 Princeton lead here after just about a minute and a half of play. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as Princeton gets on the board first. They lead 8-0. And on to kick off here for the Tigers is going to be Michael Parsons. Back deep to kick will be Clayton Griffin. This one going to be kind of a little pooch kick, recovered here by Will Fish. And he'll fall on it at his own 33-yard line. Remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Well, Warrior offense coming out here for the first time this game. They were able to run the ball pretty effectively last game, and like we said, they did it in a lot of different ways. So we'll see here who they go to for their first offensive drive.
Going to line up in a straight shotgun formation here with Elliott Mercer to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. He's going to take the handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down there on the stop that time for the Tigers. Look to be Mitchell Walker.
Nice stop there by Princeton on first down there. And Elliott Mercer is a hard guy to bring down, but a nice tackle there right at the line of scrimmage. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Warriors will go back to their usual offensive set here, with Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Elliott Mercer behind him. Jay Anthony will do the snapping tonight for the Warriors. Hand off to Mercer. Finds a hole. Carries a couple of Princeton defenders, and he's going to be just across midfield down to, it looks to be about the 38-yard line here of Princeton.
Yep, sets up a 3rd and 2 now. They just run Mercer right up the middle, and now you wonder if they'll just go to it again here. They need 2 yards, and they'll get 2 chances at it.
And remember, last year it was the Warriors that wore out Elliott Mercer on this Princeton defense, going for almost 400 yards on the ground last year at Princeton. Hand off. Again, going to go to Mercer. Finds a little bit of a hole. He's going to be held up and finally taken down, but not before he gets enough for a first down inside the 30-yard line at Princeton, down to the 26. That first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving towards retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services.
3 plays, 3 runs to Elliott Mercer, and he got stopped short on the first one, but those last 2 have been great, solid runs, definitely more of what we expect to him, and now expect from him, and now Carter Danner in the backfield.
Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer will take the snap. Handoff goes to Danner. He cuts outside, now cuts back in, and he's going to be taken down right about the 20-yard line. A host of Tigers there on the stop. They're going to mark him down at the 21.
Nice run there by Danner on first down. Sets up a 2nd and 5, and if the Warriors are getting runs like this, it could be a long night here for this Princeton defense.
8:35 left to play here in the opening quarter. It's an 8-0 Princeton lead here over Albany, here for Albany's homecoming. Danner again in the backfield to left of his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer keeps this one himself, rushes forward, a penalty flag flies down in the backfield as Palmer has enough for a first down to the 15, but we're going to wait and see what the penalty flag is here first. And it's going to go against the Warriors for a hold. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that really get the Warriors in a little bit of trouble because, again, they really, when they get in these passing situations, and it's just second down, so they don't have to go to a passing situation or passing play right away, but when they get behind the chains, they struggle to make it back up all on the ground.
2nd and 15 now here for the Warriors. Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer, with Mercer behind him. Mercer again will get the handoff up the middle. He's going to try and squeak to the outside. He's going to have enough. The first down as he gets rid of that penalty flag in one play and brings it right back to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors after that. Smith Financial first down.
Yep, nice run there by Mercer. Gets all that penalty yardage back plus enough for the first down. And Princeton defense is going to have to do a better job here against the run here for the Warriors, or else the Warriors could just run all over them all night long.
1st and 10 from the 15. Jared Owens lined up wide to the left. Snap, handoff again, goes to Mercer, tries to find a crease on the outside. He's going to take it inside the pylon. Touchdown, Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your Home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons.
Nice drive there by the Warriors and a good response after the quick touchdown by Princeton. They drive down the field, and, of course, like we expect after last week, out comes Ricardo.
Yeah, Ricardo Kampf comes out, made 6-point-after attempts last week, going here on his first attempt. Also last week, though, for Princeton, it was Cash Holt that had a PAT block. This one goes over his head, goes through the uprights. It's good. 8-7 Princeton lead. 7:32 left to play here in the first. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot. And he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it!
His shot at the buzzer.
Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Financial Services at 660-726-3396 as Kampf will kick off yet again. And this one is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And Princeton will start on their own 15-yard line.
Nice kick there by Kopp. That time he gets it into the end zone for a touchback. And both offenses on their first drives kind of did whatever they wanted. Of course, it was a lot quicker for Princeton. They got all their yards in the air on one pass. So both defense, starting here with the Warriors, definitely going to try and have a better showing here second time out.
So we saw this in pregame a little bit. Princeton will line up with two running backs to either the left or the right of the quarterback. This time they're going to line up to the left, and the handoff is going to be met in the backfield. I believe that was Usry there on the carry as he was met a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they go with the two backs to the right or left side of the quarterback to just give a little bit of misdirection so the defense doesn't really know what's coming next. But they're the Warriors. The defensive line just swallowed that play up before it could go anywhere. And then we saw on offense, too, the offensive line got the better of Princeton. So Warriors winning the battle up front here early in this game.
Walker again will take the snap with two running backs to his left. This one's going to be a pitch out this time here to Judd Henke. He's going to have the outside. He's going to be thrown down right around that first down yard marker. We're going to wait and see where they mark him. Looks like they're going to mark him about 2 yards shy down at the 22-yard line.
So third down here for Princeton. It's third and short. This this is a spot where you can do a couple different things. It is 3rd and 3, so a lot of teams would try to run the ball and get this, but with what Princeton did last drive, they may try to take a shot here on 3rd and short.
And they do have the ultimate weapon as well. We'll talk about here after this play. Is this time trying to keep it himself is Walker, and he's going to get swallowed up on the option. 3 Warriors there, Palmer, Anthony, and Porter Runnels as they down at the line of scrimmage. And now Princeton has a decision to make here on a 4th and 3 deep in their own zone.
Yeah, they had that play swallowed up on the option, and it looks like with some substitutions here that Princeton's going to punt.
Judd Hankey is in at punter, and for the Warriors, they need to watch out. He was listed as the quarterback to start out the season. As Griffin back deep, this one going to be punted away, though. High end over end kick will bounce at the 35-yard line. It'll be recovered here by Gavin Stockman at about the Albany 31-yard line.
Well, a little surprising there that we didn't see Princeton pass the ball once, but we'll see here. We'll see what they do going forward the rest of the game. But now a great opportunity for Albany. They trail by 1 here to take the lead here. Their offensive and defensive lines both have been dominating this game so far.
1st and 10 for the Warriors, just past their own 30-yard line. 6:03 still left to play here in the first quarter. Princeton leads 8-7. Lined up wide to the left this time now. Here is going to be Zayden Wood. And a penalty flag will fly prior to the snap. And I think we're going to have a false start called here against the Warriors. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, it's 2 penalties now on two drives now for the Warrior offense, and those are things that you got to clean up going forward.
I take that back. It's actually Zayden Palmer that's lined up wide to the left, not Wood. Sorry about that, as Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback. Fakes the handoff to Danner. Keeping it himself is Palmer, and he's continuing to fight the Tiger defense down to the original line of scrimmage. So they're going to give him actually an extra yard, so a gain of 6 on 1st down. And it'll be about a 2nd and 8.
Nice run there by Jace Palmer. It was, like we said, a great game for him last week, and definitely great for his confidence as well. And that's exactly what you want out of your quarterback.
Just underneath 4 yards short of 200, 2 touchdowns. Hand off to Mercer. Spins out of 1 tackle and finally thrown down, but not before he crosses the 35-yard line, just shy of midfield, down at the 37, and it brings up about a 3rd and 4.
3rd and short here for Albany, and with how they've been running the football, you expect them to do something on the ground here. They are at midfield, so probably 4-down territory unless it's a bad snap or a fumble or something.
Warriors need the Princeton 39 for a 1st down. Hand off again to Mercer. Guess what? He's got that 1st down as he takes it across the Princeton 35 down to the Princeton 34-yard line. At 1st down, brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services.
Yeah, it seems like here to this point in the game, the Warrior running backs are getting at least 5 yards per carry. So that's a great formula for success for them. And that's a bad sign for Princeton, who, like you alluded to, Elliott Mercer ran all over him last year as well.
4:25 left to play here in the first. 8-7, Princeton with the lead. Palmer with the snap. Hands this one off to Danner. He finds a hole, and he's finally knocked down by Mitchell Walker, but not before he picks up 8 yards on 1st down and brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, Mitchell Walker might have saved a touchdown there. It looked like Danner had an open lane to the end zone, but a nice open field tackle there to bring him down short of the 1st down.
So on a 2nd and 2 here for the Warriors as time now ticks underneath 4 minutes. Again, Danner just to the right of his quarterback. Palmer lined up wide out to the right is going to be Owens. Palmer will keep this one himself. And he's going to get across the 20-yard line down at the 19. There on the stop that time was Chance Glenn. But it's going to be another Albany Warriors and Smith Prudential Financial 1st down. Remember to keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3383. 9-6 first and 10 for the Warriors. 3:26 left in the first. Hand off to Mercer. Continues to carry Princeton defenders. And he's inside the 15-yard line, down to the 12.
Yeah, the run game for the Warriors here is working really well, and they're going to keep doing it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say.
So a 2nd and 4 here for the Warriors. As Elliott Mercer, a man among boys out there tonight, carrying the Princeton defense. Looking to the pass. Will Fish, touchdown Warriors.
Well, I said they were going to keep going to the run, but that's as good a time as any to pull out the play action, and it caught Princeton off guard because Will Fish was wide open in the end zone, and the Warriors take the lead.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. And you mentioned it, Warriors go play action, find Will Fish all alone in the end zone. Ricardo Kampf again set to kick the extra point. This one is up, and it is good. It's a 14-8 Albany lead. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Kopf again set to kick off here for the Warriors. Back to receive the kick again for Princeton will be Bo Ussery. 14-8 Albany leads here. 2:43 left to play here in the first. This one, a deep kick that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And again, Princeton will start at their own 15-yard line. They were able to score on their first drive on a 47-yard touchdown pass from Mitchell Walker to Judd Hankey. Their second drive stalled, and they had to punt the football away. Let's see what happens on Princeton's third possession of the night.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get the pass game going here because the run game's just not there. The front, the line for Albany is just kind of getting the better of them on both sides here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to go through the air.
Princeton will have a receiver out wide left and wide right as Walker will look to pass. Here comes some pressure from the Albany Warrior defensive front. Walker going to keep this one himself. Has some speed. He's across the 30-yard line before he's finally pushed out of bounds. There, pushing him out was Carter Danner at about the 32-yard line, but that's going to be enough for a Princeton Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Now, the thing about it is you're probably not going to be able to have a big, slow developing play deep down the field because, as I was alluding to, the defensive line for the Warriors is getting the pressure there quick. But if they can get some quick passes out, I think that could lead to some success here for the Tigers.
Three receivers wide right. Cash Holt wide left here for Princeton. Looking on a little screen pass here to Ussery to the left. And he's going to be knocked down out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. There on the stop was Clayton Griffin.
Yeah, I would look to see Princeton do a lot of that. Screen passes, quick passes out. That's just an extension of the run game. And if Princeton can't get the traditional run game going out of the backfield, they're probably going to have to do more things like that to get some yardage and move the football down the field.
We talked about the secret weapon of Princeton. It's Cash Holt lined up wide left, listed at 6'5", 170. That is about 5 or 6 inches taller than the next offensive defensive back and about 40 pounds as well. Walker keeps this one himself, rushes forward, gets out of a tackle, and he's going to be off to the races as Mitchell Walker breaks a tackle, takes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, the Warriors.
But a penalty flag is down at about the 32-yard line. They're going to get a block in the back called against Princeton. It's going to bring this one back.
Well, Warriors catch a break there because, they had him wrapped up there, and then just poor tackling led to the touchdown. But fortunately for the Warriors, they catch a break, and it's not going to count.
Remember, this penalty flag is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty, and it's going to put this back at the Princeton 38-yard line.
This is a chance for the Warriors to take advantage of a Princeton mistake here and keep them out of the end zone.
So it'll be a 2nd and 4 here for the Tigers. And here comes some quick pass out to Cash Holt on the left, and he's going to be taken down. Jared Owens on the stop as he crosses the 35-yard line down to the Albany 34. That's enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Yeah, we've seen Princeton change strategies here on this third drive. They are relying heavily on the passing game, quick passing game, the screen game. I would expect them to stick with that going forward here for the rest of the game.
Warriors looking like they're only putting down 2 down linemen. And Cutter Peterson and Porter Runnels and dropping Elliott Mercer back and kind of a linebacker role. Now this time he's going to blitz. Cutter Peterson comes. Now Porter Runnels. And Mitchell Walker gets away from both, then gets away from Elliott Mercer. Still bouncing off Warrior tacklers as Mitchell Walker finally thrown down across the 30-yard line down at the 29.
Yeah, the Warriors had him a couple different times, just couldn't quite bring him down. And that's the thing about the passing game here for Princeton is if it's a slow developing play or no one's going to get open, that could be troublesome for Princeton because the defensive line for the Warriors has been winning so far in this game.
27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Could be the final play here of the quarter. 14-8, Albany with the lead. 2 receivers to the right of their quarterback, Mitchell Walker. Walker hands this one off to Bo Usry. Gets hit immediately in the backfield. A loss of 2 on the play. There on the stop that time, Elliott Mercer. And that is going to be the final play here of this opening quarter. 14-8. Albany has the lead. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helping smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
And welcome back out again here to Albany for homecoming. It's a 14-8 lead here for the Warriors. Princeton with a 3rd and 7 from the Albany 31-yard line. Walker looking to pass. Has some pressure coming at him. Rolling out to his right, still looking downfield, gets the ball away. And it is caught past the first down yard marker, coming back for it that time. Colton Shirkey down to the 21-yard line. And that is going to be another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Yeah, it's a first down there. Nice play to keep that play alive. And that's always tough for DBs to cover for that long.
Jace Palmer going to have to come off the field here for a moment. Coming in for him is going to be Grayson Miller. So a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Remember, keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. A 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. They'll line up in the pistol formation. Walker takes a snap, looking to pass. Usry stays in to block. Walker looking and coming away with the catch. Kind of bobbled it, but was able to complete the catch inbounds. That time is Colton Shirkey just in front of the 15-yard line, down to the 16.
Nice catch there by Shirkey as Carter Danner hit him right as he caught that. And like you said, did bobble it a little bit, but kind of pinned it up against his shoulder pad and was able to keep possession of it as he was tackled out of bounds.
Brings up now a 2nd and 5 here for the Tigers. Shirky alone out wide to the right. 2 receivers wide to the left, and a timeout going to be called here by the Warriors. This timeout is a Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
10:47 left to play here in the second quarter. 14-8, Albany with the lead. Princeton driving now down to the Albany 16-yard line. It's a 2nd and 5. Again, Walker will line up with 2 running backs to his left. Pitches this one out to Judd Hankey, and he's going to be tripped up after a gain of about 2 on the play. Jared Owens is the man that trips him up and brings up now a 3rd and 3.
Well, big 3rd and 4th down coming up here for both teams, really. Princeton can tie it up with a touchdown. Albany trying to get a huge stop here deep in their own territory.
Actually put him down at the 13, so it'll be a 3rd and 2 upcoming here for the Tigers. It'll be Walker with Bo Usry behind him. Taking the snap, faking the handoff. Well, Usry ended up getting the football, and he's going to get taken out of the tackle and then breaks free down inside the 5-yard line. And he'll take it down to the 3.
Wow, Porter Runnels had him wrapped up there, and he fell for the fake after he had the guy with the ball. He just let go of him. And it
was going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's a big mistake there to get Princeton knocking on the door here.
That is another Smith Prudential Financial first down here for the Tigers on this drive. 2 receivers left. In motion goes Hankey. Handoff to Usry. And he'll get stood up at the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up now a 2nd and goal from the 3.
Warrior defense going to have to get 3 more stops here. Princeton, this might bode well for Albany, as Princeton has really not been able to do a whole lot on the ground, and whenever you're this close, not a whole lot you can do in the pass game. Try to do a screen or a quick slant or something like that, but the playbook kind of shrinks here in this part of the field.
Just underneath 9 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. And Walker trying the option. Gets wrapped up, taken down there. Initially on the stop that time was Porter Runnels. Elliott Mercer finishes him off. And Walker now down at his own 8-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, I don't think Porter Runnels was going to let go this time. He finishes the tackle that time with the help of Elliott Mercer. But that might be better for Princeton now. A little bit more space, a little bit more room to run for a potential pass play here on 3rd and goal.
And a timeout is going to be called here by Princeton. It'll be a Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agents and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 8:26 left to play here in the second. 14-8 Albany with the lead. It's a 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line here for Princeton. Walker with Judd Hankey behind him. On the option, Hankey will pass this one inside, gets out of a tackle, steps out of another, finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, for how good the Warrior pressure has been and the Warrior defensive line has been in the run game, the tackling tonight for the Warriors has been really poor.
Yes, it has.
I mean, there's just no other way to put it.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you look from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. We're tied at 14-all. Princeton will go for the 2-point conversion. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. It's going to be Cash Holt. In motion goes Usry. Now in motion will go Hankey. Walker looking to pass. Rolling out, looking in the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete. And a penalty flag is going to fly late here. And they're going to have a roughing the passer called here against the Warriors.
It's just a mental mistake there. I mean, you're going to give Princeton another try here because of an unnecessary late hit on the quarterback.
So they will put this now at the 1-yard line. And it'll be another attempt here for the Tigers. Now they're going to put 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right, 2 tight ends. In motion again is going to go Judd Hankey. He'll get the handoff. He'll take this one in. 2-point conversion is good. And it is now an Princeton leads 16-14, 8:20 left to play here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 16-14, Princeton with the lead here over Albany on their homecoming. And again, it'll be Michael Parsons, not Micah, Michael Parsons. That'll be kicking off. Wears the same jersey number, too. And back to receive the kick is going to be Clayton Griffin.
Well, if Princeton's got Micah Parsons, they might want to put him somewhere other than kicker.
This one a little pooch kick that is recovered by Grayson Miller at the Albany 38-yard line.
Well, the Warriors have done a nice job offensively, and it's really been in large part due to the run game. The offensive line has done a nice job up front. You really don't worry a whole lot offensively here for the Warriors based on what you've seen so far in this game. As long as you don't turn the ball over, it's that defense and that tackling that's got to improve going forward.
Remember that kickoff was brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services. Jace Palmer hands this one off to Elliott Mercer, finds a hole, and Elliott Mercer cuts it back inside. Had some room to, if he wanted to bounce to the outside, cut it back in, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Another nice run there by Elliott Mercer, and he's on pace right now for yet another special type of game here against Princeton like he had last year. He's been running all over him once again.
That's a Smith Prudential Financial Services first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Underneath 8 minutes left to play. 16-14, Princeton leads. Hand off to Mercer. Escapes a tackle, and he'll carry a couple Princeton Tigers as he's down now at about the 21-yard line. Got initially hit about the 25 and carried Princeton Tiger defenders for about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, I mean, Elliott Mercer got contact there pretty soon after receiving the handoff, but he's a hard runner. He's hard to bring down, and like you said, carried a couple of Tigers for some extra yards.
Right now, averaging unofficially, according to our stats, 9.8 yards per carry. He's 2 yards shy of 100 so far in the game. This time the handoff will go to Carter Danner. He'll rush up the middle. He'll be met after a short 1-yard pickup there on the stop. That time for the Tigers was Gavin Tatum.
Cutter Peterson coming up a little bit gimpy there, and nobody's coming onto the field, so probably something that he's going to try to walk off. Of course, linemen are always feeling the effects of the physicality that it takes to be a lineman.
And that's one of the things that really has helped the Warriors tonight. We'll see if Princeton maybe tries to take advantage of that and tries to rush off that left edge. Palmer, hand off to Mercer. He'll find a hole, and he is going to be again tied up down at about the 5-yard line. Again, I thought he had room to bounce to the outside, and now Cutter Peterson is going to come off the field as Porter Runnels will check in. That's going to be enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Well, good news for the Warriors is Porter Runnels is a pretty solid backup on both sides of the ball, so they do have depth at that position, but after him, it's pretty thin, so hoping for some good health here going forward, and, of course, hoping that Cutter Peterson can come back at some point in the game.
First and goal from the 6-yard line here for the Warriors. Mercer now already over 100 yards. He'll get the handoff on this one, and he is going to try and carry Princeton defenders as he's taken down at about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up another second and goal.
Well, for the first time there, Princeton doesn't really allow Mercer to get much there on that carry, but the problem is you got to do it 3 more times. Warriors are knocking on the door here.
Lined up wide to the left is Jared Owens. Mercer with 1 rushing touchdown so far in the night. Palmer with a passing touchdown to Will Fish. Those are the 2 touchdowns tonight for the Warriors. Carter Danner to the left of Palmer. Palmer going to keep this one himself. Trying to follow Danner. He's going to be just short of the end zone to mark him down right about the 1-yard line. As Colton Shirkey there on the stop that time for the Tigers.
Yeah, a lot of different things the Warriors can do here on the 1-yard line.
A lot of things, but I think there's only going to be one thing they do.
Yeah.
And that is going to be hand this one off to Elliott Mercer. Actually, they're going to go for the tush push. And Jace Palmer gets in. No indication yet. He is. Touchdown, Warriors.
Yeah, I had in the back of my mind on the 1-yard line. We've seen him break it out once before this season.
Got called back due to a false start, just like the Philadelphia Eagles should have.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see him break it out 4 times in a row. They didn't need to do it 4 times that one. It worked on the first try and got a good push up front, and then having a guy like Elliott Mercer behind to push from behind as well is always going to be beneficial. Looks like the Warriors are actually going to go for 2 here.
Remember, you could score a touchdown too, and you'll just from United Country Nelson Real Estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons up by 4 points here as Princeton continues to go for the 2-point conversion and convert. Warriors will go for the 2-point here as well. Handoff goes to surprise, surprise. Elliott Mercer finds his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And it is now a 22-16 Albany lead as they lead by 6 here on homecoming with 4:32 left. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as they lead here 22-16 with 4:32 left. Ricardo Kampf again to kick off his last 2 have been into the end zone for a touchback. And this one is going to go in the end zone as well. And Princeton will start at their own 15-yard line.
Well, both defenses here definitely trying to do better as this game has been winding on. And for the Warriors, it's mostly been trying to stop the pass game than just bringing down the ball carriers when you've got them wrapped up. It's been a lot of missed tackles here for the Warrior defense so far, and that's definitely something that they're going to have to clean up going forward.
Shea Miller will stay out on defense with Cutter Peterson still getting his right ankle wrapped here on the near sideline as Walker looking to pass. Goes out on a little short pass out to Bo Ussery as he's knocked out of bounds right about the 20-yard line, a gain of 5 on the short pass play.
And that's an advantage the Warriors have kind of made for themselves here, as Princeton has not been able to run the ball effectively at all. So they're going to have to really rely on the short pass game, passes exactly like that one to kind of be their run game here going forward.
2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver in Cash Holt to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Alone in the backfield is Walker looking to pass. Here comes some pressure from Porter Reynolds. Gets it off, and the pass too tall, intended that time for Bo Ussery. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, Princeton, they're in kind of a tough spot right now because the short pass game, the quick pass game's there. Of course, that's the passing defense has always been a weakness for the Warriors this season. Problem is they really can't go deep down the field because the defensive line is really getting pressure up front. So not a whole lot that Princeton can do here on offense, and that's a credit to the defensive line of the Warriors.
It'll be Judd Hankey just behind his quarterback Walker. A flip out here to Hankey, and we're going to get a flag called. A false start called here against Princeton. It looked on their snap like nobody was really set, and that's exactly what it's called. It's a delay or a false start called here against Princeton to make them a 3rd and 10 after the penalty.
Yeah, it's a big penalty there. Now Princeton's probably going to have to pass, and if they don't get it, it's punt territory here. So you know the Warriors are going to try to get that pressure in the backfield quickly and not allow anything to open up deep down the field.
That penalty flag is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent San Phillips, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. Mitchell Walker again alone in the backfield looking for the quick pass, this time to Cash Holt. He's going to be wrapped up and thrown out of bounds there by Elliott Mercer after a gain of just a yard on the play, maybe 2.
Nice job by Elliott Mercer to get the out of bounds on that tackle there. And like we mentioned, this is a punt situation here for Princeton.
Underneath 4 minutes left to play. And again, Hankey was their backup. Quarterback gets this one off. Nobody back deep for the Warriors. This one going to bounce inside the 25 and roll dead at the Albany 21-yard line. And that is where the Warriors will take over possession with 3:38 left here at half, leading 22-16.
Well, this is a great spot for the Warriors here. They are in the driver's seat here, and I say that because it's 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in the half. They've been able to run the ball at will, so they can run the clock here, not give Princeton a whole lot of time to before halftime to score, and then they will get the ball coming out of the second half. So they could go up 2 possessions here and then maybe go 3 up to start the second half.
1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 21-yard line. Cutter Peterson still not yet back in for the Warriors. Keeping it himself here is going to be Palmer. Trying to rush to the outside. Now bounces it inside. Continues to carry Princeton defenders as he's going to be down right near that first down yard marker. It's going to depend on the spot. And it is going to be enough for a Warrior first down. Remember, that first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving towards retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Well, I think both defenses haven't exactly been putting on a tackling clinic here in this one. Neither defense has.
Palmer hands this one off to Mercer, gets hit in the backfield, and still finds 3 yards there on the carry out to the 34-yard line.
Albany's, of course, missed a lot of tackles, and then it seems like every time somebody for Princeton has a Warrior ball carrier wrapped up, they're always fighting for 4 or 5, even maybe 6 yards extra.
2:43 left here in the second quarter. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 22-16, Warriors with the lead. It'll be a 2nd and 7 here for the Warriors. Palmer will take the snap. Fakes the handoff to Mercer. Finds Will Fish on the flat. He's across midfield. He'll rush through a couple of tacklers. He's taken down at the Princeton 30-yard line.
Again, that play action there, it's really been effective there for the Warriors all season long, and it's because their running backs have been so good. The defense are so worried about stopping them, they kind of forget the passing game can be utilized in this way for the Warriors, and Will Fish has been a big beneficiary of that all season.
That's another Smith Prudential Financial first down here for the Warriors. 2:05 remains here in the half. Carter Danner will motion over to the right side of his quarterback, Palmer. Faking the handoff to Danner. Palmer finds a hole up the middle of the seam, and he's going to take this one down to the 10-yard line before he's finally taken down by the Princeton Tigers. Another Smith Prudential Financial first down for the Warriors.
Another great run there by Jace Palmer, but not the worst thing in the world that he got stopped short there. If the Warriors can score here, not a bad idea to run a little bit more clock here at the 10-yard line. Minute 39 now left in the half.
Remember to keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. First and goal from the 10-yard line here for the Warriors. Lined up wide to the left is going to be Jared Owens. Elliott Mercer behind his quarterback. He'll get the handoff, bounces it out to the outside, and he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Another good drive there by the Warrior offense. Again, mostly on the ground there. Run game has been very effective here in this one, and they've left a minute 19 left for Princeton on their next drive.
Comp will again come on to kick the extra point here with the Warriors looking to go up 13. Low snap picked up by Palmer. And he's going to take this into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. It wasn't what the Warriors were looking for, but they'll take it as they now lead 30-16 with 1:19 left to play here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
And welcome back out again here to Albany for homecoming. 1:19 left. It's a 30-16 lead here for the Warriors as Ricardo Comp set to kick off yet again. This one a low one. It's going to bounce and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. And Princeton again will start on their own 15-yard line.
Well, Albany did leave some time on the board here for Princeton, especially they have 2 timeouts left. So definitely enough time here for Princeton to get some points on the board before halftime. Again, they've had some success in the air.
And remember to stay tuned for tonight's Albany Hy-Vee halftime. We'll have a chat with the Albany Lady Warriors golf coach and Jessica Rolvis as she talks about wrapping up the season and Haley Wink heading on to state here in 2 weeks. Looking to pass is Mitchell Walker, and then his pass for Bo Usry is going to go through Usry's hands, incomplete. Had a little bit of room, but it was going to be tackled shortly after making the catch.
Yeah, I think Usry maybe tried to run before he caught the ball there because that was pretty open. He was going to be tackled right away, but that's when you got to haul in there.
For the Warriors, Cutter Peterson is back in on the defensive line here for the Warriors. Walker again takes a snap. Here comes a quick pass out to the left on a screen to Usry. And he's going to be hit in the backfield, stays in bounds. And they're going to mark him down at about the 13-yard line. That's a loss of 2 on the play. And for the Warriors now, you might even think about taking a timeout here if Princeton doesn't get a first down here. 45 seconds remain. Here's roughly about 25 seconds difference between the play clock and game clock. Walker looking to pass, finds Cash Holt at the 20-yard line. He's taken down there, and it brings up now a 4th and 5, and the Warriors are going to call a timeout with 27 seconds left here in the second quarter. And we'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV when we come back in just a moment.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It's a 4th and 5 from the 20-yard line here for Princeton. Nobody back deep again here for the Warriors, as Judd Hankey back to punt this one away here for Princeton. Princeton adds on a late substitution here as Gavin Tatum comes on for the punt. And this one, end over end, bounces at the 30-yard line, but continues to bounce inside the Albany 20-yard line, and it will roll dead just inside the 15. And 14 seconds remain here in the first half for the Warriors. They do have one timeout remaining, but they are going to have to go 65 yards and a football length to score a touchdown here in 14 seconds.
Yeah, well, when the Warriors didn't send anybody back there, it took a lot of time for that play to end, considering the time on the punt and then all the time that the ball rolled. So probably just time for 3 plays, maybe just 2, depending on how long each play takes.
The other thing to remember is Ricardo Kampf just missed a 55-yard field goal last week.
It's true as well.
Keeping it himself is Palmer, trying to rush it up the middle. He's going to be hit and stopped after an 11-yard pickup with 6 seconds left, and the Warriors are going to call a timeout. Don't quite think that's in Ricardo's range yet. So remember, this timeout going to be brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. After that, Smith Prudential Financial first down run there by Jace Palmer. 6 seconds remain in the half. Back with more in a moment.
Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It is a 30-16 Albany lead. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line with 6 seconds left here in the opening half. Palmer will take the snap, hands off to Elliott Mercer. And he's going to get wrapped up, and that is going to be the final play of the half as he picks up 2 yards there on the carry, as it'll just basically pad some of Elliott Mercer's stats here. 30-16 is the Warrior lead here at halftime on homecoming. We'll be back with the head coach of the Albany Lady Warriors golf team and Jessica Rolvas as we watch the Albany Pride Marching Band, all a part of your halftime tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
We're welcome back out again here to Albany, as at the half, BTC is donating money to the Albany Warriors from the mascot debit card. $12,500 donated from the mascot debit card. So again, huge shout out to BTC Bank for all that they do. Again, also a proud sponsor here of Albany TV as well. So again, big thank you to BTC Bank for that donation to the Albany School, $12,500. Again, that's from the mascot debit card that, again, you'll hear an ad for later on. So again, as the Albany Pride Marching Band takes place, we're going to play a quick ad, and we'll come back with our with the chat with the head coach of Lady Warriors, Jessica Rolvas, in just a moment.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back to the Albany Hy-Vee halftime. We're here with the girls golf coach and Jessica Rolvas. And Jessica Rolvas, you're coming off of a golf tournament yesterday in districts. You had one of 3 girls qualify for state. Tell us about how the season went and what you're kind of looking forward to not next week, or not this upcoming Monday, but the following Monday for state golf for Haley.
Haley started out this season with a goal of qualifying for state, and so I'm really proud of her that she's worked to meet that goal. I don't really know what to look forward to at state because I've never been there before. As a high schooler, I missed it by like 3 strokes, so it'll be a new experience for me, so I guess I'm looking forward to that.
And then as the season ended, you had Carly Stevens, Noelle Williams, and then you also had a foreign exchange student as well. Kind of talk about how their seasons went this year. Did they progress a little bit? How did the season go, did you feel, for those others?
This is Carly's second year golfing as a sophomore, and I think she has grown as a golfer since last year. I was really proud of all the girls' 9-hole averages went down as we went throughout the season. So from a coaching standpoint, I was really happy with that. Noelle is brand new to the sport, and she never played 18 holes before last week. So I was really proud of her performance yesterday and on Monday at conference. And I hope Leandra had fun playing golf. She didn't get to participate as much because of her foreign exchange status, but she came out with us to a few meets, and I hope she had fun.
And then you mentioned we talked about Haley. This is now her third time qualifying for state. You said it was one of the things that she was kind of looking forward to and kind of had up on her bulletin board that she wanted to do again this year. Again, she just qualified yesterday down in Cameron. You haven't gotten all the specifics yet of what you're going to be doing yet, but kind of talk about what that meant for her, and because just like the past couple of years, she's kind of been right on that edge and kind of sweated it out there a little bit at the end.
Yeah, she ended up being the scorer on the cut line, and I saw her finish her hole. I was on a hole with a group, and so I was sitting there frantically refreshing my app, hoping that she made the cut, and she was really excited that she did end up making it, and I just hope that we have a good showing next week.
All right. Well, again, thank you, Coach Ralvis, for joining us, part of our Albany Hy-Vee halftime. We wish you and Haley the best of luck down at state. Again, that'll be in Fulton, Missouri on the 20th and 21st of October. We'll continue to give updates on that on Albany TV as well with all of the state qualifiers from the area as well. But again, we wish you good luck, and we'll be back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime as we take a look at the stats from the first half when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They are located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro.
And welcome back out again here to Albany at all a part of your halftime tonight during homecoming. As it is a 30-16 lead. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. And the Albany Hy-Vee. The Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate Auction Company agent Tammy Wynn Siddons, along with Shelter Insurance agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, Briar Patch on the west side of Square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, Sublime Formal Wear in Albany, East Fork Lodge Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the Square in Albany, Shadowfax in 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing and Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany, Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Princeton School District, and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. So remember, tonight's halftime brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and your Albany Hy-Vee. And also remember, Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. And then also, let's go ahead and take a look here at the stats from the ball game. Passing tonight for the Warriors, Jace Palmer, 2 for 2 for 28 yards and a touchdown. Receiving tonight, Will Fish, 2 catches, 28 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, Elliott Mercer, 16 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 6 carries, 52 yards and a touchdown. Carter Danner, 3 carries for 14 yards. Tonight, passing for Princeton, Mitchell Walker goes 9 for 11 through the air for 85 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Judd Hankey, 1 catch for 47 yards and a touchdown. Cash Holt, 3 catches for 17 yards. Colton Shirkey, 2 catches for 15. Bo Usry, 3 catches for 6 yards. And the rushing tonight for Princeton, Mitchell Walker, 5 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. Judd Hankey, 2 carries for 11 yards. Bo Usry, 6 carries for 7 yards. And again, Brett taking a look at these score or stats, 132 yards for Elliott Mercer. It really was something you thought it would be lower than what it was.
Yeah, he's having a great game, and we talked about the quite the game he had last year, and he's had a repeat performance of that here in this one. Of course, Jace Palmer and Carter Danner got in on the rushing as well, so it's kind of been a complete effort in the running back room. Elliott Mercer leading the way, but like you said, the rushing attack has really been working here tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, and then, looking at the Warriors, other than that one big pass to Judd Hankey, I mean, they've held Cash Holt 3 catches for 17, Colton Shirkey 2 catches for 15, Bo Usry 3 catches for 6 yards. They've really been able to kind of shut down that long passing game, just that one long pass to score the touchdown in the first drive. Really, Warrior defensive backs have kept the Princeton wide receivers in front and be able to get some good stops.
Yeah, they've rebounded well since that first drive, and also some credit goes to the defensive line as well. They've been in the backfield all night long. They've basically taken the running game out of the equation here for Princeton. They've really had to resort to things like quick screen passes and quick slants, but those really haven't been working either. And the deep passing game where maybe Princeton could maybe gash Albany here in this one, that's not there either because, like I said, the pressure there doesn't really allow for Princeton to be able to wait for a slow developing play like that to happen. So Warrior defense, credit to them that they managed the end of that half perfectly there, getting the touchdown late in the half and then stopping Princeton out of the gate or right before the half ended. So 30-16, and they're going to get the ball back to start the second half to try and extend this lead even further.
We'll be back to start out the second half when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Quality you can trust right here at home. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany. Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot, and he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it! His shot at the buzzer. Banks in!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Let's go ahead and give you some scores from around 8-man before we kick off this second half. At the half, it's Nottoway Valley leading Mound City 20-16. Also a halftime score, King City leads over North Andrew 30-20. Another right about halftime score. It was about 5 minutes left in the half. Knox County leads over North Shelby 28-24. And then it looks like those are all of the scores that I have at the moment. Yeah, those are all the scores that I have at the moment from our friends over at Missouri 8-Man Football. So those are the scores that we have here. It is a 30-16 lead at the half, and it will be Albany that will be receiving the second half kick, and Princeton that'll be kicking off here to start out the third quarter of play.
No doubt that Princeton talked about in their halftime huddle ways they can try and slow down this Warrior offense, and specifically the running game. We'll see what kind of adjustments they can make in that regard and if they're effective.
And, the Warriors talked about how they can wrap up and keep them wrapped up as well. And they're, as both of them are more than likely talking about the changes that need to happen defensively. So kicking off here is Princeton to start out the third quarter of play. And kicking off is going to be for Princeton a player that we do not have listed on our roster, number 79. As Clayton Griffin back, Princeton has kicked an onside pretty much every time so far. And this one is going to be onsided and recovered here by Will Fish at the 38-yard line.
Well, now the Warriors going to have some good field position here, just on their own side of midfield. And again here, run game has been working. Don't expect them to go away from it here.
So 1st and 10 just on their side of midfield is the Warriors as they start out the second half of play, leading 30-16 here over Princeton on homecoming.
Cutter Peterson still on the sideline here to start.
Lined up wide to the right. Here's going to be Jared Owens. Handoff will go to Mercer. Gives a stiff arm to one man. Shoulders another before he's finally thrown out of bounds by Judd Henke as he crosses the 30-yard line down at about the 29. That's going to be enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Remember to keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Well, we talked about Princeton's going to have to try something here to get Albany slowed down. And the first play of the half, Elliott Mercer moves the chains already, and the Warriors inside the 30-yard line.
A 13-yard carry on the first play of the third quarter for Mercer as he gets the handoff again. Rushes up the middle. And he'll be stopped after about a 4-yard pickup down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that was about a 4 or 5 yard gain there by Mercer, so pretty solid first down carry, but that seemed like not very good compared to what he's been doing here in this game.
4 yards every 3 downs. It's a first down plus 2 every time. 11:15 left here in the second quarter. Carter Danner will take this one. He passes the outside. Carter Danner into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Warriors continue to get the better of Princeton here, especially in the run game, as Carter Danner with a nice run there to get in the end zone.
25 yards for the touchdown that time for Danner, his first of the night, as he joins Mercer and Palmer, each with rushing touchdowns. Ricardo Kopp on for the extra point attempt. Last time was a bad snap that Palmer was able to run in for the two-point conversion. Good snap by Fish. Good hold by Palmer. Good kick by Kopp. And it is now a 37-16 Warrior lead. 11:09 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors lead by 3 touchdowns when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking for the best deals right here at home? You'll find it in the New Shopper. Every week, the New Shopper brings you community updates, local events, and money-saving bargains from businesses you know and trust. Whether you're checking out sales, finding services, or just staying connected with your neighbors, the New Shopper keeps you in the loop. Want your message in every home? Advertise in the New Shopper, where community shops first.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where the Warriors have a 21-point lead as Ricardo Kopp set to kick off. And the Smith Prudential Financial kickoff is going to go into the back of the end zone. Remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Well, this is a big drive here for Princeton. The Warriors easily scored. They're on their last drive. They completed the 2-for-1 coming out of halftime. And this feels like a drive where Princeton doesn't come away with points. Albany could pretty easily start to run away with this one. So Princeton's got to get in the end zone here to stay in the game.
Be a 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line after the touchback. And Mitchell Walker going to go empty. 1 receiver out wide to the right, 3 receivers to the left here for the Tigers. Walker gets wrapped up here by Porter Runnels, and Walker is going to throw this one away. An intentional grounding is going to be called.
Yeah, I was going to say that's got to be grounding. The only guy that was there was another lineman. So
it was a great pass to Brent Johnson. I'm surprised he didn't die for that one, to be honest.
Yeah, he was open. He was open.
Remember, this penalty flag is brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. So it is going to be intentional grounding. And we'll see where they mark him. It'll also be a loss of down as well.
Yeah, that's not how you wanted to start if you're Princeton. Now you get the penalty yardage plus a loss of down, and now you're back deep in your own territory.
And the worst part is it comes from the spot of where the throw was, or where he was throwing from, which was the 7-yard line. So he's back inside their own 3 here for Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton's got to be careful here. This could be safety territory if the Warriors are able to get pressure through the middle.
Bring up a 2nd and 22. Walker looking on a quick pass. And it was intended that time for Shirky, but going up and knocking it out of the hands is Clayton Griffin.
Yeah, nice job there by Griffin. Princeton, unsurprisingly, there went for a quick pass. They're not going to have a lot of time to drop the quarterback and let him run around there in the end zone. But a nice play there by Griffin to go up and just tip that one away. And now 3rd down and a mile here for Princeton.
3rd and 22. 10:57 left here in the second quarter. They need the 25-yard line for a first down. They'll take the snap from their own 3. In motion is going to go Judd Hankey. And a penalty flag will fly prior to the snap. And I believe this is going to back Princeton up a few more yards. It is going to be a false start called here against Princeton. And this is going to push them back inside their own 2-yard line. And remember that this penalty flag is brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Well, undoubtedly here, Albany's going to be pursuing.
They've got the punt formation out here on 3rd and 23. I don't think Princeton knew what down it was, and they're going to punt this one away. And it's going to go out of bounds at the Albany 34-yard line. It said it was still third down.
Yeah,
I don't know what exactly was going on in the minds there of Coach Bass for Princeton.
Yeah, that's really no words. Don't really know what was going on there on the sideline, but Princeton needed points there and punted it away on third down.
So to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line here for the Warriors. Wide out to the right here is going to be Zayden Palmer. Carter Danner will motion to the left of his quarterback, Jace Palmer. Faking the handoff to Danner. Palmer will keep it himself. To the outside, gets thrown out of bounds along the Princeton bench at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a great chance here for the Warriors to start to kind of wrap this game up. Of course, still a lot of time left here, but it's starting to feel like this could be a game the Warriors could take over in the second half.
Final Worth County over Stanberry at half, 72-0. Another score from around 8-man football. Warriors will be in Stanberry next week. Handoff this time. Carter Danner gets met up the middle by Gavin Tatum as Danner picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the carry.
Nice tackle there by Tatum on Danner. 3rd and 2 though, and again, Princeton has not been able to stop the Warrior offense more than just a couple of plays at a time.
Brings up a 3rd and 2. Warriors already up 21, looking to extend their lead. Hand off to Mercer. Bounces to the outside, and Mercer takes this one in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Danner with a 25-yard touchdown here in the third, and now Mercer with a 27-yard touchdown here in the third quarter, and we're still not yet 2 minutes in as Ricardo Koff comes to kick on the extra point. Snap from Fish is good. Hold from Palmer is good. The kick from Kopp is good. 44-16 is the lead here for Albany. Not quite 2 minutes into the third quarter of play. We're back with more here on Albany TV when we come back in just a moment.
The Printery in Albany can do all of your printing. They do business cards, envelopes, brochures, books, calendars, posters, magnetic signs, banners, and everything in between. Come visit Perry and Susan at the Printery in Albany, where they have your printing covered. Call the Printery today at 660-726-5234. That's 660-726-5234 for fair and honest pricing, because to us, your family.
Kopp set to kick off yet again for the Warriors. This one is going to be caught here by Princeton. It is Gavin Tatum that is going to pick it up at his own, really jumped at about his own 13-yard line, takes it out to the 30 before he's pulled down by Zayden Palmer.
Well, Princeton now coming out for their next offensive drive after punting on third down, and that last drive they really needed to get something going, just couldn't quite do it, and they're hoping to at least move the chains a couple of times here, get some momentum back in their favor.
So Princeton will start with pretty much their best field position of the night at their own 32-yard line. Walker will take the snap. Handoff goes to Usry, and he's going to be hit immediately in the backfield. And he's going to be hit back at his own 29-yard line for a loss of about 4 yards on the play.
Since the second half kicked off, Princeton's been going the wrong way pretty much every play.
9:25 left here in the second. 44-16, Warriors with the lead. 2nd and 13 upcoming for the Tigers. Going on a screen pass, getting it to Usry. Staying home was Danner, kept him up and around that line of scrimmage as a couple Warriors come on to finish it off, and Mercer, Anthony, and also there was Jace Palmer It'll be a gain of about 2 on the play. Brings up about a 3rd and 11.
Nice job by Danner there. He didn't make the tackle, but kind of prevented that one from breaking to the outside. And then some Warriors came in and finished off the tackle there. So nice play on that screen attempt by the Tigers.
3rd and 11 here for the Tigers. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Alone in the backfield is Walker. He'll take the snap. Pressure comes, penalty flag flies in the area of holding, getting the pass off to Judd Henke as he's taken down right near that first down yard marker. But again, a penalty flag down in the backfield in the area of a hold, and this one's coming back.
Yeah, there were 2 flags that came out, so I think, both referees had holding there, I believe.
So the hold against the Tigers is going to push them back to their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, that hurts for Princeton because that was a good play there that got them set up and in decent position here to convert, and now it's 3rd down and 22.
3rd and 22 here after it erases a Smith Prudential Financial first down for the Tigers with 2 running backs to the left of Walker. He'll take the snap, looking to pass. Cutter Peterson comes in, can't make the play. Another penalty flag flies in the defensive backfield. Walker still running around and still evading tacklers, just waiting for somebody to get open. Walker still running. Now he's going to take off. He has some room in front, but this one's going to be coming back as Carter Danner finally able to throw him down at the Albany 39-yard line. But the penalty flag back inside the 15.
Mitchell Walker just ran over 100 yards for that play to be called back for holding. Or sorry, blocking the back is what it was called. He ran the length of side to side, the length of the field multiple times. Yeah.
3 times. So this is going to push the Princeton back all the way to their own 11-yard line. So you thought it was long last time. It is going to be a 3rd and 31.
Yeah, Princeton really, it's been an ugly second half for them. They can't catch a break, even on a play like that where Mitchell Walker just kind of willed his way
running
forward.
For his life.
Yeah, and got some yardage there. It still comes back.
On the 3rd and 31 attempt, Walker again looking to pass. Again, pressure from the Warriors. Elliott Mercer takes him down in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. No, they're going to mark him down at the 1. That is an Albany Hy-Vee sack. Fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your local Albany Hy-Vee. So they're going to mark him down at the 1. And there on the tackle again, Elliott Mercer ran right up the middle. Nobody even touched him. And almost came away with the safety. And back at the back of the end zone here is Gavin Tatum to kick this one away. It's a low punt, and it is going to bounce and just gets over the 35-yard line, rolls dead at the Albany 38. Sorry, that was Henke on the punt.
Yeah, now Albany a chance to keep extending this lead. We talked about the last drive. Princeton didn't come with points. Albany drives right down and scores again. That kind of felt like the beginning of the end, and now it's continuing here for the Warriors, and at this rate, we might get to see some JV come in the 4th quarter.
1:10 left here in this 3rd quarter. 6:42 left here in the 3rd. 6:42 left in the 3rd. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their Princeton 38-yard line. Palmer will take the snap. Hands this one off to Mercer, trying to bounce it to the outside. Gets out of a couple tackles, has enough for a first down. And finally steps out of bounds at the 25-yard line, a gain, that time of 13 for another Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Yeah, more of the same from the Warriors. They're just going to keep handing it off. Mercer's had himself a day here against Princeton.
20 carries, 189 yards, and 3 touchdowns so far unofficially on the night here for Mercer. Not including all of his tackles and a sack that he just had. Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer, already with 1 touchdown tonight. Danner takes this one up the middle, and he's going to be held up as he makes it out to the 20-yard line, a gain of 5 on the carry that time from Danner on first down. (44-16), Warriors lead halfway through the third quarter of play. The ball has not been on Albany's side of the field past the 38-yard line this entire half. And that was only on a onside kick. Danner will motion to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Needs to get the play off. Gets it off. Fake the handoff to Danner. Palmer going to be hit in the backfield. There on the stop that time was Gavin Stockman for the Tigers.
Oh, nice play there by Princeton. They did not fall for that fake at all. As soon as Palmer pulled that one back, he was wrapped up and brought down for a loss there.
Brings up now a 3rd and 6 here for the Warriors. 2 receivers to the right. 1 receiver to the left is Elliott Mercer. Palmer alone in the backfield. Palmer keeps this one himself. Bounces the outside. Penalty flags fly as Palmer takes it down to the 20-yard line. A hold is going to be called against the Warriors.
Well, I was going to say that if the Warriors didn't get a first down here, we might get to see a field goal attempt by the Warriors. But now with the penalty, it's going to back them up a little bit here. Still getting into his range based on what we saw last week, and they're going to get another chance here on 3rd down. So we still might get to see him, but they're going to have to get some yardage here.
And it'll be a 3rd and 16 from the 31-yard line here for the Warriors. Again, they need the 14 for a first down. Again, Mercer wide out to the left, 2 receivers right. Looking on the wheel route to Carter. Danner catches it in stride, takes it into the end zone. That's a Warrior touchdown.
Well, Ricardo's going to come out on the field, but it's going to be for an extra point, not a field goal.
31-yard touchdown pass from Jace Palmer to Carter Danner on the wheel route. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Warriors going to go for 2 anyway.
Warriors will line up at that same formation. 2 receivers to the right, Owens and Danner. Wide to the left is Mercer. Palmer alone in the backfield. Looking over the top, finds Will Fish for the 2-point. No, it's Shea Miller that gets the 2-point conversion attempt. And the Warriors lead 52-16. 4:49 left in the third. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Are you needing more space in your home and looking to remodel, or just start from scratch and have your dream home built? Then contact Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany. Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany can help you with all of your building needs. Big or small, they do it all at Williams Construction LLC and Electric. Contact them today at 660-483-0255 or 660-726-2417.
And welcome back out again here to Albany for homecoming. Warriors are up big here over Princeton, 52-16 with 4:49 left to play here in the third. Ricardo Kampf again set to kick off for the Warriors. Last time it was Gavin Tatum that jumped up and picked it out of the air at about his own 10-yard line. This one not going to have the opportunity as it goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Albany's kind of taken over this game here in the second half, and Princeton has had a rough go here in this half, just trying to find some answers here on offense, and then when they get yardage, cut out those penalties. They've had some decent plays, but whenever you have self-inflicted wounds like a hold or a block in the back, it just wipes it out. It just takes away all that momentum that you had built up.
And for the Tigers, they really need to get the ball across midfield here on this drive, as, again, the only time it was across midfield was on the opening kickoff on the third quarter. Pass out to the right, incomplete, looking that time intended for Bo Ussery. And we have a running clock now here in the third quarter.
Nice pressure there once again by the Warriors, and that's been a huge thing here in this game. The offensive and defensive lines for the Warriors have really made a statement here in this game.
Taking the snap here is Walker with two running backs to his right. And he's going to hand this one off to Judd Hankey, who's going to be pushed out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line, down to about the 19. So a gain of 4 on second down that time for the Tigers. Brings up a 3rd and 6. And the next snap upcoming here for the Tigers. In motion will go Hankey. Botch snap, and they're going to blow this dead. It's going to be a false start called here against Princeton. So that was trying to figure out what they were calling for that one, because the Warriors had recovered what was going to be a fumble. But after the false start penalty, is going to push them back to their own 14-yard line. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 11 for Princeton.
Warriors actually declined the penalty.
I don't think they can decline a false start. I think they declined if it was going to be an illegal motion.
Yeah, illegal motion was declined, yeah.
And they're going to move it out to a 3rd and 11 here. So they do move them back. So on a pre-snap penalty, I don't think you can decline it. As Walker looks out to the right side, and again, pass intended that time for Shirky, going to fall incomplete. And now it'll bring up a 4th and long here for the Tigers, as again, Judd Hankey going to get some more action with his foot. As he'll punt this one away for the Tigers on 4th and 11 from their own 14-yard line. And gets this one off, and it is going to roll across midfield. And Warriors are going to have to start on their own 32-yard line. With 2:43 left to play here in the third quarter, as time continues to run.
Starters back out for the Warriors, it looks like here, but I would imagine that probably this series will go into the fourth quarter. They'll probably finish out this series, and I wouldn't be surprised for running clock fourth quarter if we start to see JV trickle in, if not all at once, but we'll definitely see at least a few of the JV guys come in.
Zayden Palmer, Carter Danner line up wide out to the right. Danner's going to have to motion back in to the right of his quarterback, Palmer, with Elliott Mercer behind him. On the snap, looking to pass. They find Zayden Palmer at the 30-yard line. And he's going to fight for yards until he's met by the entire Princeton defense. As he takes it down to the 35-yard line, 2 yards shy of the first down for 8 yards on first down.
Nice catch there, Palmer to Palmer. And Zayden with, like we've seen a lot of Warriors do, fighting forward for some extra yards. Takes several Tigers to bring him down.
2nd and 2 upcoming here for the Warriors. Chase Palmer will take the snap. Hands off to Carter Danner. Has enough for a Smith-Prudential first down as he takes it across midfield down to the Princeton 39-yard line. Remember, this first down brought to you by Smith-Prudential. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Underneath a minute left now here in the third quarter as time continues to trickle away. As Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer will keep this one himself. And he is going to be are wrapped up after a short 1-yard pickup there on the play. And that is going to probably be the final play here of this third quarter, as they do not need to take another snap here in the third. And after 3 quarters of play, the Warriors are going to lead 52-16 as the Warriors are going to come off and not run another snap here in the third quarter. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to Albany here for homecoming night. It's a 2nd and 10 here for the Warriors from just on the Princeton side of midfield. They'll start out the fourth quarter of play. Jace Palmer keeps this one himself. Finds a hole to the outside, now trying to cut it back inside. Still on his feet as he crosses the 10. Now down to the 5 before he's pulled down by Gavin Tatum. As Jace Palmer, a 33-yard carry on 2nd and 10, gives the Warriors a Smith Prudential Financial first down, and down for a 1st and goal.
Yep, continues Albany's success here in this game on the ground, and everyone's got a little piece of the pie here in this one.
39 carries, 338 yards on the ground tonight for the Warriors. Mercer with 189, Palmer with 91, Danner with 52. 1st and goal from the 5. Palmer keeps this one himself. Runs up the middle, and he's going to be held just shy of the goal line, down at about the 2. We'll put him down just shy of the 2-yard line here. And Palmer going to come out. And staying in is going to be Zayden Palmer, his younger brother, the backup quarterback. So Zayden Palmer on a 2nd and goal from inside the 5-yard line. Handoff to Mercer. Gets into the end zone. Finds his way in. Touchdown, Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson Real Estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Touchdown number 4 on the night for Elliott Mercer. 58-16. Zayden Palmer will stay out on the field as the Warriors will go for the 2-point conversion attempt. So Zayden Palmer out with the starting offense here. Zayden fakes the handoff, looking to pass across the middle for Will Fish, and the pass too tall, falls incomplete, and the 2-point conversion will fall incomplete for the first time tonight. 58-16, 9:42 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. Warriors lead 58-16 And Lauren Sandholzer is going to come out and kick off here for the Warriors, the backup kicker, as Koff was seen down talking to the trainer here during that last drive for the Warriors. So Sandholzer will kick off this one. Bounces on the ground, picked up by Gavin Tatum at his own 18-yard line, and he's going to be thrown down by Zayden Palmer at his own Princeton 33-yard line.
Yeah, hopefully Ricardo's all right. Hopefully it's just kind of a thing where something small is bothering him, and they're just thinking, hey, we've got this game in hand. Let's just not put him back out there. But Sandholzer's a pretty good kicker in his own right, so if he does have to kick for an extended period of time, Warriors should be okay. Of course, Ricardo has really acclimated himself well.
Walker will take the snap, looking to pass out to the left, and the pass will fall incomplete. Looking for Judd Henke. So in the first half for Princeton, Walker was 9 for 11 through the air, 2 for 5 here in the second half for just 2 yards.
Yeah, the Warriors have really just, since those 2 scores, it's been all Albany. It looked like maybe we were headed for kind of a shootout, back and forth type game, and Albany's just completely slammed the door on Princeton.
Handoff will go to Henke, trying to bounce it to the outside, the left side. He's hit hard by Elliott Mercer at about the line of scrimmage. He was held up that time, I believe, by Porter Runnels, and then Elliott Mercer came flying in and makes Henke decide whether he wants to run another play or not after he loses a yard on the play.
Yeah, Mercer's not going to let up. It doesn't matter what the score is, and you could see it there on that play. He came flying in and laid a nice hit there on Henke right on the sideline.
6:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Warriors heading towards a homecoming victory, leading 58-16. Walker will take the snap. Rolling out to his right, looking deep downfield, finds his man Cash Holt as he's pushed out of bounds right at about the 30-yard line. Clayton Griffin was the man there to make the stop.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice throw and catch there. Of course, Princeton was hoping to maybe get Cash Holt more involved in this one. He's got a size advantage here. It's just unfortunate for them that at this point the game is out of reach.
That's a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services. And I really thought that was going to be a matchup that they were going to key in on tonight, was Walker to Holt. As Walker can't get away. Porter Runnels wraps him up in the backfield for another Albany Hy-Vee sack. Remember to fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Nice job by Porter Runnels there, and he's a guy who has showed really good improvement over the course of this season, especially in these last 2 games. He's really made a mark. Of course, he was in and out last year, got some spot snaps here and there, nothing too crazy, but he did get in the game, and now this year in an expanded role, he's done a nice job.
He'll more than likely be the fill-in for Shea Miller next year. As keeping it this time is Walker. Gets spun around again from behind, as again it was Porter Runnels that wrapped him up and then finished off by a couple of Warrior defenders as he picks back up those 6 yards he lost on the last play, brings up a 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 10 for the Tigers from their own 30-yard line. 4:54 left here in the fourth quarter. And I imagine if we see a stop this time by the Warrior defense, the Warriors will bring out their JV offense, as this one, a pass from Walker across the middle, finds a wide open Bo Ussery, takes it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. So 2 big pass plays on that drive from the Tigers helped them put points up on the board. They trail 58-22 as time continues to tick away. Going for the 2-point conversion attempt here is the Tigers. Pass out to the right, finds Usry, now cuts it back across the middle of the field, and he's going to get into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. 58-24, 3:51 left to play in the fourth quarter. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as the Warriors lead here 58-24. Michael Parsons set to kick off. And it'll be fallen on by Shea Miller at the Albany 36-yard line. And with the score now being underneath 35 points, the clock now is not continuously running, and the JV offense set to take over for the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors, it looks like they put in their full JV here, and we've seen them a few times, and they've gotten a little bit better each time they've come out, so hopefully we continue to see improvement here this time out for them.
Zayden Palmer hands this one off up the middle, and there on the carry that time for the Warriors, I believe, was Zayden Wood.
Yeah, it was a nice run by Wood there, especially because the handoff there was just
a little late.
Yeah, a little bit late. The fact that he was able to get up the middle there and get a solid gain on first down, great play by him.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up a 2nd and 4. Zayden Palmer again hands this one off. Gavin Pickering this time, trying to bounce it to the outside. Rushes up and is going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 25-yard line.
Nice run there by Pickering, and 2 plays into the JV offense, and it looks like so far they've been able to run the ball pretty effectively as well.
Remember, that's a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. I believe I heard earlier today that this is JV team has only lost 1 JV game so far this season. That was to Worth County. Faking the handoff of Zayden Palmer. Was a late handoff anyways. He's keeping himself. He makes it around the corner. He's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. But this one's coming back. A penalty flag down for a hold right around that first down yard marker.
Well, it was a good run by Palmer. Unfortunately, it's going to come back due to a holding penalty.
I believe this is going to pretty much be like a 1st and 9 because the penalty flag flew at about the 15-yard line. And they're going to have it on their own 25, so it does come back. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. So 1st and 9. Again, bad snap. Palmer couldn't do anything with it as he's hitting the backfield at his own 30-yard line. There on the stop for Princeton was Devin Olton.
Looked like they were setting up a handoff there, but the snap came to the left of Zayden Palmer. By the time he got a hand on it, there was really nothing for him to do as a swarm of Tigers were all around it.
Brings up a 2nd and 14, 2:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Warriors up 34. Palmer looking to pass. Finds his man in Landon Hawkins. Spins out of a tackle as he takes it down inside the 25-yard line down to the 23.
Landon Hawkins, I mean, he's a guy with some potential as well. We saw him make a great catch during some JV time earlier in the season for a touchdown. And
Week 1, he had a big touchdown reception.
Yeah, he's athletic, and so if he sticks with football, this is his first year going out. He could potentially be a difference maker for Albany here in a couple of years.
3rd and 7 for the Warriors. High snap, gets the handoff to Pickering. Gets wrapped up, gets out of a tackle. Somebody loses a shoe as Pickering down inside the 20-yard line.
Was that Pickering that lost the shoe?
I think it was Devin Alton from Princeton.
Okay, all right.
As it goes down inside the 20, down to the 19 on that carry. At first, I wasn't certain who lost the shoe, but Devin Alton's the one that was carrying it back with one white foot and one black foot there.
Well,
so
that would have been awesome if that was Pickering. He just kept on running.
4th and 3 upcoming here for the Warriors. From the Princeton 20-yard line, 40 seconds remain here in the ball game. Palmer going to keep this one himself. Trying to spin out of a couple of tackles in the backfield. And he's finally taken down at the 23-yard line as he loses 4 yards on the play. And it will be a turnover on downs. The first time the Warriors have not scored on an offensive possession on the night that did not end in the quarter ending, which happened at the end of the second quarter.
Now down to 29 seconds left, so Princeton's going to put their JV in as well, so they'll probably get 3 or 4 plays, maybe a little bit more depending on what they do here, but not a lot of time here left at the end of the game.
29 seconds remain, 58-24. In at quarterback here, I believe, is Brody Ellsworth, and tried doing the handoff to the wrong side, and he's going to be thrown down in the backfield. There on the stop is Cole Finley.
Yeah, that play was had a miscommunication there on that one, as running back and quarterback were not on the same page, and that pretty much blew up any chance of that play going anywhere, and Princeton's going to have to hurry up here to get this play off with 5 seconds to go.
2nd and 14. Ellsworth will take the snap with 1 second. They're not going to get it off. And that will do it as the Warriors come away with a homecoming victory. 58-24. Warriors move to 3-4 on the season. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
And welcome back. Your postgame tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game here for the Warriors. Passing tonight, Jace Palmer, 4 for 4 on the night, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zayden Palmer, 1 for 1 on the night for 7 yards. Receiving tonight for the Warriors, Carter Danner, 1 catch for 31 yards and a touchdown. Will Fish, 2 catches for 28 yards and a touchdown. Landon Hawkins, 1 catch for 7 yards. Zayden Palmer, 1 catch for 3 yards. Rushing on tonight, Elliott Mercer, 21 carries, 191 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 11 carries, 94 yards and a touchdown. Carter Danner, 7 carries, 52 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Pickering, 2 carries for 16 yards. Zayden Wood, 1 carry for 6 yards. Zayden Palmer, 2 carries for -9 yards. For Princeton tonight passing, Mitchell Walker finishes 14 for 18 through the air for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiving tonight, Judd Hankey, 1 catch for 47 yards and a touchdown. Bo Usry, 5 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. Cash Holt, 4 catches for 35 yards. Colton Shirkey, 3 catches for 15 yards. Rushing tonight for Princeton, Mitchell Walker, 8 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown. Judd Hankey, 4 carries for 14 yards. Bo Usry, 7 carries for 4 yards. Brody Ellsworth, 1 carry for negative 4 yards as the Warriors come away with the homecoming victory, 58-24.
Yeah, it was a good win tonight for the Warriors, and even better that it was on homecoming. We talked about earlier in the broadcast about how the homecoming elements this made it a bigger game, but also the big district implications. Now Albany will have the leg up on Princeton in the standings for sure, record-wise and head-to-head. Of course, the points are factored in there as well, but Albany will definitely be ahead of them. And then with a win next week as well, they'll be looking pretty good to host a playoff game. So they will face one of those two opponents, whoever would be the 5 seed. So it'll be a quick turnaround to face them again. But focusing here on this game, it was a big win for everybody. I mean, everybody got a little piece of the pie. Of course, Elliot Mercer led the way there with another big game against Princeton. I think he loves to play Princeton. He's had a great 2 games in a row now, by far his best stat-wise both years. So hopefully the Warriors with this 2-game win streak can carry that into next week against Stanberry, of course, their big rival in the GRC West.
Yeah, and an update again, Stanberry lost 72-0 to Worth County tonight. At the end of 3 quarters, King City is holding a tight lead over North Andrew, 36-26 again. King City playing without their starting quarterback, Landon Carlson, this week after he was kicked out of the game last week, and then North Andrew playing with a lot of emotion tonight as well, so they trail by just 10 points at the end of 3 quarters, and that game tonight over in Rosendale. Again, continue to keep all your prayers for the North Andrew community. But looking at this game, really, I mean, it was the running game tonight for the Warriors. 46 carries, 356 yards on the ground tonight for the Warriors, and that really kind of did it as they were just able to run right through this Princeton defense. I mean, this offense and defensive line tonight for the Warriors did a great job.
Yeah, that's where it all begins. I mean, you can have all the guys in the world in the skill positions, but if the offensive and defensive lines struggle to block, I mean, it's really hard to get anything going offensively. So credit to the guys in the trenches, the linemen. You don't hear their names a lot, especially on offense, but they did a great job tonight.
And then let's go ahead and give out tonight's Winner's Circle trophies and awards. Winner's Circle North in Albany has all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, everything else you might need for your next event or celebration. And, Brett, there were a lot of players deserving tonight, but there are 5 young men that are going to get it tonight. Elliot Mercer, offensively tonight, leading the way on the ground, 21 carries, 191 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then we're going to go Shea Miller on the offensive line, Cutter Peterson on the offensive line, Jay Anthony on the offensive line, and also getting it is Porter Runnels on offense and defensive line, because, I mean, the offense and defensive line really were the difference in this ball game. Elliot Mercer was the beneficiary, but put up some big numbers as well. So all 5 of those young men are being awarded tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Games.
Yeah, we've talked about it quite a bit. This offensive line, they're a great group, and they made a big difference on offense, and they made a big difference on defense as well. Pressuring the quarterback, not allowing the runs to go really anywhere all night long, and Shea Miller even caught a 2-point conversion,
yes.
So added to his night as well. So yeah, I think that's the most we've ever given out in one game.
That is the most. So we've given out 4 to an offensive defensive line, but we included with Elliott tonight. We go with 5, and then you can't mention, if Elliott on the defensive line had a sack tonight. Porter Runnels seemed like he was always coming up with either holding down Mitchell Walker until somebody else got there or came away with the tackle himself. And then Cutter Peterson battling through some injuries tonight on the offensive defensive line. And then you mentioned Shea Miller playing mainly just offensive line. And then Jay Anthony, kind of the heart of that Warrior defense at linebacker, and then also being the center tonight.
Yeah, of course, Elliott, I mean, he gets talked about mostly on offense, but he's a big difference maker on defense as well. I mean, he's a beast on that side of the field as well. So it doesn't get talked about quite as much, but yeah, he had the sack, and then he was all over the field with big hits. So yeah, I mean, his impact goes beyond just the offense. So again, credit to all 5 of those guys.
Again, Warriors are on the road next week to take on Stanberry in what is going to be a big district implication game, kind of like this one was, because if the Warriors are to lose, potentially there is a jump that could happen by Stanberry somewhere in there. And then a couple other big games in the GRC next week as Worth County will be on the road taking on Pattonsburg for what could be the GRC title. Again, that could also come down to Week 9 when King City and Worth County play as well. So, but right now, if Princeton's able to win that game, they will be the outright GRC champion, barring a late loss either tonight or Week 9. And then with a loss, if King City were able to beat Worth County in Week 9, could potentially tie up a conference championship between all three.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race for the conference championship. A couple of different teams in play. We'll see how it all pans out.
And again, for myself, Jared Rolvis, color analyst Brett Williams, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards, North and Albany. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. Sublime Formal Wear in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope, LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany. Big A Bistro staying open late tonight. Go visit them tonight on 136 in Albany. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Princeton School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. So long and good night tonight here from Albany as the Warriors come up with a 58-24 victory tonight on homecoming.